Good, bad, righteousness, evil, counterterrorism, terrorism. I'm of the belief that the average human doesn't really give a damn about external explanations or moral paths, usually those that constitute more than two routes. It's why things like sports are so cherished, and why the two-party system is so popular in countries where more than half the population subscribe to the consumerist notions of brand loyalty. Commie shit aside though, I think I found something that will blow your cocks off. Hello everyone, welcome to Game Theory. I'm your host, In the Bathroom. Today I'll be talking about a game I just started playing recently. No, not that one! Yes, this one. I know, I'm 10 years too late. But this quarantine has me trying all sorts of wacky new things. Being the blue-balled noob I am, I've only been honing my skill. Did I say horning? Honing my skills in casual play so far. But what I've encountered is a lagless game, free of cheaters, and an awesome tolerant community. Yet, every time I fired up the old Steam machine, I began to notice strange things. You see, the more and more I played, the less and less the game maps didn't make sense. But one day, it hit me. My testicles started to quiver. My body started to ache. I didn't come! Yet. First I did some research. My eyelids were pulsing in euphoria. I was yelling a concoction of a something like that. All the links were there. Then, I come. I realized the true story behind this barely legal 10-year-old game, and I was about to pull down its underwear and finally pop its cherry. You see, the terrorists aren't the bad guys. The counter-terrorists are. But bathroom? How can terrorists be— The fuck up and let me explain! Due to the variety of maps in CS, this theory will only cover the story behind Dust 2 and Anubis. We know for a fact that Dust 2 is set in Morocco. Apart from the various signs literally telling us we're in Morocco, we also have the signs of the shops written in French, along with Arabic, thus highlighting the fact that we're currently in a francophone country, limiting our options. In the game, you have the choice to play as two factions: terrorists, who are a fictional amalgamation, which were conjured in Gabe Newell's twisted mind, and then we have the counter-terrorists, who are not some imagined creation. Rather, they are based off a real-life military unit, the IDF, also known as the Israeli Defense Force. In fact, they're literally called the IDF in the game, and are voiced by an Israeli. Hey, don't. I ain't no fucking geometry expert or nothing, but Morocco ain't even close to Israel. This shit ain't adding up. Well, Polly, I think I have an explanation. Have you ever heard of Greater Israel? More specifically, Zeta Greater Israel? For the fear of my channel and life, I just want to say that I don't believe in this conspiracy theory, and this is all just for the video. Please don't kill me, Susan. I'll sniff your toes if you want. Just don't kill me. Anywho, Zeta Greater Israel is a conspiracy theory propagated by some, which states that Israel will not be content with the conquest of their neighboring countries, and will therefore attempt to conquer all remaining Arab nations. Since Greater Israel already encompasses much of West Asia and Middle East, the theory of Zeta Israel is that they will go towards North Africa, taking Egypt, Libya, Tunisia, Algeria, and finally Morocco, in that order. This is shown through the fact that the IDF also somehow manages to fight in Anubis, a map clearly meant to be Egypt. Bathroom is just coincidence. Calm your— Okay, so you don't believe me. Alright. How about we ask the characters what they think? Now, let's see. What do the terrorists say about the counter-terrorists?
Drive them from our lands.
Drive them from our lands? Last time I checked, we're not in Palestine or Syria. We're in Morocco, a country 4,000 kilometers away. Why would they need to drive anyone out unless someone or something is occupying their land? Perhaps I'm being too critical. Let's take a look at the famed points A and B. What are the terrorists attempting to blow up anyways? Construction materials? The signs around Point B state that the restoration of an area was commencing prior to the conflict. When looking further, we can see a truck loaded with wood and stone. The fighting is condensed in an area which was called the historic Kasbah. When looking beyond the general area, which is walled off by fences, might I add, we see a place that looks nothing like the map. It looks clean, modern, no destruction. Dust 2 is just a huge construction site that's been revamped and personally guarded by the IDF. Therefore, this leads me to believe that Israel is constructing settlements, and the terrorists are attempting to stop the colonialization of their land. In conclusion, Gabe Newell is a sick, demented fuck. But hey, that's just a theory. A game theory. Thanks for watching.
I just simultaneously whipped and nay-nay!